What the hell just happened?
Emiko just dropped a building on us.
The girl has my husband trapped under a building.
We'll find him. This place is about to explode!
What is up, Vigilantes? Welcome to an Arrow trailer breakdown. Now, this is for that crazy trailer you just saw, Living Proof, for episode 21. Now, it looks like this is all going to be set in the, repercussions of what happened at the end of last episode with the building essentially dropping on Team Arrow, all because of Emiko Queen. And it seems that Emiko is going to even head to the Arrow Cave, which I'm very excited for, with Elena, I think her name is, and Felicity just there, I don't know. Just they're screwed. But the events of last episode were so crazy. I feel like it's really, kicked us into an amazing end of the season. I mean, we've only got like a few episodes left, and with what Emiko is doing, I really do feel like she is irredeemable now, and she's just going to be cracking, from the inside out, making all of these terrible decisions that she can't really come back from. And now that she revealed to Oliver in the last episode that she knew all about the bombs on the Queen's Gambit before it even went off into the ocean, it makes me think now, is Oliver kind of done with her? Is he going to give up on her? I think they might try and portray it that way, but when there's another redeemable chance or another chance for him to reach out for her, I think he might take it. But either way, she keeps pushing her luck. Beyond so, but we all know what Oliver's like. He's all about second, third, fourth chances, especially if it comes to his own sister. But we can't also forget, guys, that Emiko also said to Oliver that the security footage is going to the sergeant at the SCPD, which is what makes me think that as to why the SCPD are going after Felicity this episode. But that all sort of ties into the synopsis, which I'm about to read out now, guys. But first of all, subscribe to this channel if you want to stay up to date with all kinds of Arrow stuff just like this, and go ahead and like the video to show support for the channel, and if you do, go on to enjoy it. But let's read out that synopsis. Oliver is put to the test. Oliver finds himself in a precarious position. SCPD shows up with a warrant for Felicity. And that is quite literally it, guys. And we do see at one point in the trailer, Felicity might be talking to a couple of SCPD officers, but we also see that Emiko has entered the Arrow Cave. Now, the only reason that I think that they come for a warrant for Felicity's arrest may be the fact that the security footage has gone to the SCPD already, and maybe they go to the Arrow Cave since they're all deputized by the SCPD now. And they try and arrest her. But yet again, this is specific. The SCPD show up with a warrant for Felicity. So I don't know, maybe they thought that she scrapped the security footage, but then again, it's been given to the SCPD. So I would love to know what you guys think down in the comments below in reference to why the SCPD are specifically after Felicity. But the trailer, guys, opens up with the building literally having just dropped on Team Arrow. We see, I think this is Oliver's hands break out of like that rubble he's under there. And then we see Team Arrow or Dinah saying that Emiko just dropped a building on us, and typically everyone has survived. Now, I am excited for this episode, don't get me wrong, because these are the final few episodes of the season, so like everything's going to be just so action-packed and dramatic. But, it does kind of get rid of the suspense. When we see Roy here just saying, oh, we'll find him, like, Oliver's going to be fine. Like, we know he makes it to Mia's birth. So, I don't know. I feel like that is a very self-explanatory thing. But it does take away from some of that suspense. The things I'm more looking forward to be honest, is where Emiko seems to infiltrate the Arrow Cave and stuff like that, because that's where things could get very interesting. When we see Felicity yelling at somebody who I assume is an SCPD officer saying, and that girl has my husband trapped under a building. I assume this is when they've already brought her in from that warrant, and she's having to explain something. She's like, come on, like, that girl, like Emiko, is the one who is obviously doing this to us, and my husband's currently under that building, so you guys need to do something. We see Roy saying we'll find him, and then we see Oliver waking up under the rubble. I mean, probably a bit screwed, but he'll be absolutely fine. It looks like more stuff is happening in the building. No, I'm not sure if this is to do with the ninth circle in specific, or if the building, as a result of blowing up, is filling up with gas or something like that, and is going to blow up again. But judging by the ninth circle combat in this trailer, it does look like Renee is versus some Ninth Circle members and some other members of Team Arrow, such as Dinah. So I'm guessing this is the same building. That is maybe an unaffected part that has been blown up, because we do still see Wild Dog saying this place is going to blow. So maybe the Ninth Circle was still trying to blow up, I don't know, the building that had already blown up with Oliver in it. I know that sounds awful, but like, are they really gonna... It seems like this whole episode is about the location of where Oliver is under that rubble and they're trying to get him out. Ninth Circle will probably come in to make sure they're all down, and then Team Arrow are fine. They're the guys running around. They're going against Ninth Circle members, but this place is still gonna blow up. But then again, this could be a completely separate side to the episode. We can't forget that the Arrow Cave gets invaded by Emiko. Maybe Team Arrow have already made it out of the exploded building from the end of last episode, and this is a whole other portion in another location where it's going to blow up. Even another place is going to blow up, unless it really is the same place. But this is the thing about these trailers, they're so quick these days. I don't know if they used to be this quick a couple of years ago, but maybe it's a good thing at the same time, because we don't get a whole bunch revealed about the episode all the time when the trailers are only like 12 seconds, including that subscribe to this channel part at the end. But I'm looking forward to more action. Arrow completely nailed it with that action last episode, but I know we've got a different director this episode. Now guys, we also can't forget that in this scene where we see Emiko launching an arrow into what it seems to be like the Arrow Cave server cabinet or something behind there, we do see Elena there. Now we did mention this earlier very quickly, but I do want to point out to you guys, don't forget that when Felicity wanted to shut down the Arch program and she was talking about the fact that she copied the root code or whatever and they can really rebuild it up from there on out, she was like, nah, don't worry about it, I'm dropping it. But that's when Elena was just looking at that kind of it wasn't like a USB flash drive, it was something with the Archer code in it. It was basically foreshadowing that she might do something with it. She might try and remake it herself without, unbeknownst to Felicity and without her blessing, because it is Felicity's like pet project that she's made into something absolutely incredible. That is the Archer program, but obviously very dangerous if it goes into the wrong hands. So with her back this episode, I would expect maybe some kind of reference to maybe what that kind of little look at the Archer program was that she gave. And also, why is Emiko, I mean, it's very obvious that these two, maybe Elena might die, I don't know, but Emiko is in the Arrow Cave. Why would she keep these two alive? If she's as, self-destructive as the show is portraying her as right now, why is she going to keep Felicity alive or Elena alive? The only thing I can imagine is that Felicity is going to drop the line that I'm pregnant with your half sister or brother, kind of thing. Maybe that might be the one reason why she lets him live, but otherwise, she seems pretty ruthless now. So can't wait for this scene where she's in the Arrow Cave. We see her here with the arrows equipped, and she launches it through Felicity and Elena into that little server cabinet in the background there. Other than that though, guys, this trailer is just a whole bunch of action, a whole bunch of Oliver under the rubble, obviously going to get out, and that is practically it. As of when I'm making this video, there's no promo photos, but all I know is that Roy is still going to be in the episode next week, so considering how great last episode was, I'm looking forward to more Roy, Harper, Colton Haynes being involved in Arrow in these final episodes. That is just like such a treat to have. So I'd love to know what you think is going to happen next episode, guys. Down in the comments below, let me know everything you thought about my ideas, and especially expand upon them, because you may have thought of something that might happen next episode that I really didn't piece together when talking about this. Other than that, guys, join my Discord server. Link to the server invite is in the description down below, along with my social media handles down there as well, like Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and stuff. Check out my Patreon page. Thanks to all the patrons appearing on screen right now. You guys absolutely rock. If you guys missed out on my Arrow review for this week, Confessions, it is in the cards above, so check that out if you haven't already. But that is absolutely everything I'm going to discuss today, guys, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you vigilantes in the next video. Goodbye.